Hello, my name is Victor Lamont Wooten, and first of all, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm going to be demonstrating some techniques on the 4-string bass. I guess concentrating mostly on some thumb techniques and some two-hand tapping techniques. And I have my brothers and some friends playing music with me. And just come along for the ride, and I hope you enjoy it and hope you learn something. Hello, what we're going to talk about now is thumb technique, and as you know, I use my thumb a whole lot. And one of the techniques that I use, we'll call it double thumping. It's a technique that my oldest brother Reggie showed me when I was real young, maybe around 8 years old. So it's something I've been doing for quite a while, and all it is going down and up with your thumb, using it in the same way a guitar player would use a pick, in both directions. And it'll really allow you to do quite a bit more than what you're used to doing with your thumb, if you're not used to double thumping. So if you think of a guitar player who used a pick, and if he only went one direction, let's say he only went down with his pick, he would only be able to go so fast, and his arm might get tired twice as fast. But if you can go both directions, you can get the same speed with half the motion. So that's what I try to utilize with this thumb technique. So if we think about a guitar player using a pick, it'll become an easy technique for us. It won't be a hard one. So basically all I'll do is if I'm going to strike the E string, my thumb goes through the E string and stops on the A string. I don't bounce. Okay, if I bounce away, that just eliminated my upstroke because I'm already up. So I go through the E string and stop on the A string. And that way, if I want to on the way up, I have that note. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm using the corner of my thumbnail. Now, certain people can do it different ways, but the way I like to do it is use that little corner of the thumbnail on the way down, and on the way up, the string will come right down the center of the nail. Okay, so and the good thing about it is you can regulate the amount of snap you want on the upstroke. You can just lightly hit it, or on the upstroke you can really pull it. So actually you can pull the string up further than you can push the string down, because the fretboard will stop the string. So really you can actually get a better snap or a different type of snap on the way up than you can get on the way down. So to practice, just do some single strokes, quarter notes or anything, and practice it on all the strings, like. And get used to moving it around all the strings. One other thing I might add is I prefer to do it off of the fingerboard, back in here where I can get my thumb in there. Even though I don't get it in there too much, it's harder for me to do it on the fingerboard because my thumb doesn't get in there quite as much. But I know people that can do it on the fingerboard, so it can be done. So you just practice and figure out how you like to do it, and have fun with it. Okay, now let's talk about two-hand tapping. And for me, one of the easiest ways to get started in two-hand tapping is by playing chords. And a lot of bass players have fiddled around with learning some chords, and so I'm going to assume that you have learned some chords. We're going to start with a G minor chord. And I usually play the chords up in the second octave of the bass because I think they just sound better. So if I take this chord, to turn it